Hello guys, today's video is going to be the last one in the series of videos about loving each and one of the zodiac signs. Please forgive me about the traffic noise, but I had to take you all the way to the beach so we can embody the natural element of water, which is Pisces element. And yeah, there's so much wisdom in every sign. Every sign brings so much to the table. But if there is anybody who definitely deserves a well awarded reputation for being extremely wise, that would be the Pisces. Pisces embody all of the energies of all previous 11 zodiac signs, and together with the good, they embody the bad as well. I don't know how this video is going to work out with all the noise, with all the traffic, with all the people, but I had a strong pull to do it here, right now, today, and don't wait for anything anymore, because Pisces are the ones who are like wisdom parents, the grandpa or the grandma of the family, who has been through a lot, who seen a lot, who helped a lot of people, and who can feel for everybody. That's why a lot of people notice that they feel extremely at ease next to Pisces, who are also well known for their psychological skills. They're one of the best psychologists of the whole zodiac group. Before we continue, I want to have a quick reference to that fairy tale that a lot of you guys are familiar with. It's a fairy tale about mermaid, the Ariel, the Disney fairy tale. Ariel was growing up under the waters. She was growing up as a mermaid. Her family was under the sea, but she knew that there's something more to the world. She knew that the world is not just the element of water, and she wanted to try all the other elements. She knew that there is fire. She knew that there must be the air, and she knew that there must be the earth element, and she had that desire to try to walk on it. And she was collecting all those objects from different elements, from the ships that were crashing and they were sinking down to the bottom of the sea. And Ariel's story was very inspiring. It's a really close to Pisces mentality story. Pisces can be very perseverant when they have something they believe in. They have a very strong sense of faith and belief, and they will climb any mountain. They will go through the any hardships to embody that, because they are very close to the divine. They're very close to that sublime energies that our world consists of, which is invisible to the eye. And Pisces are always those who truly believe that fairy tales are actually true and they can come true. And our world can be a fairy tale as well if we really believe in it. So the story of Ariel showed how profound can be the love of one. She was loving so much that prince that she was understanding in order to be a part of his world, she needed to sacrifice something very dear to her. Probably the most beautiful thing she ever owned, which was her voice. She sacrificed her voice in order to obtain legs or feet to be able to walk on the human's earth and be together with the prince. But that love story is just a story, it's just a fairy tale. But this is something to think about when you think about Pisces and how they love, and you want to understand them, or your child is Pisces. Make sure that you together coincide with that magic that exists on the daily, because magic can only manifest if you truly allow yourself to believe in it. When it comes to Pisces, since they embody all of the previous zodiac signs, they embody both sides. Let's start with the good ones. So the good features of Aries would be fun. Pisces people are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. They're very optimistic. They're very positive. And they're also very down for whatever, like very easygoing, just like Aries. From Taurus, they definitely inherited some loyalty, some stability. They're very stable in their affections, in their connections. If they love somebody, it usually lasts for a very long time. From Gemini, they have this very light and ease and ability to be like a wind, go with the flow, ability to change. They're like chameleons. From Cancer, they inherited ability to be excellent parents. They're very good nurturing parents. They're very good mothers. They're very loving, caring, and giving creatures. From Leos, Pisces definitely inherited drama. They're very dramatic. They can put on a show. They are known for an excellent taste when it comes to music, to any visual arts. They're very artistic and they're very romantic as well. From Virgos, Virgos is the polar opposite of Pisces. So Virgos and Pisces have the least amount of things in common, yet there are certain types of Pisces that inherited tremendous ability to organize their work schedule routine. Like if there's something that needs to be done, the deadlines, Pisces will definitely be on top of it, especially if they have a lot of earth planets in their charts. From Libras, Pisces inherited ability to turn everything they touch into beauty. No matter what it is, whether they're gonna put a plate on the table, cook some meal, I don't know, do anything really. Everything they touch turns into beauty, turns into artistic projects. Pisces also inherited the ability to spend a lot of money, just like Libras. Like no matter how much money you're gonna give them, they're gonna spend it all like they were never there, because they just continue creating while they go out and they see something that they immediately can turn into art. And that's how they ended up miscalculating their initial plan for spendings, right? Because they are artistic, they're very creative, just like Libras. They can always make something out of nothing with a twist of beauty to it. They have an excellent style. And ruler of Pisces, planet Neptune, also enables everybody who is Pisces or has a lot of planets in Pisces, enables these people with excellent music skills, music abilities. It's either singing, either creating poetry, writing something. Either it can be just an excellent, the most amazing playlist you will ever get to listen. That's going to be the Pisces one for sure. Next, on to the Scorpio. From Scorpios, Pisces inherited ability to be the best psychologist, the best lie detector. They have that power of intuition that nobody compete with. Maybe Pisces are not too eagerly paying attention what's going on under their very nose. They can be kind of dwelling in their own world and their own thoughts, but they would definitely feel everything someone is feeling next to them. All of them, no exception. Pisces are empaths, and they always feel your mood, your energy, everything that's going on in your soul. They can tap into it just looking you in the eyes, or even not even looking you in the eyes. They can just be together in the same field with you, and they will already feel the slight difference in your moods. So that's definitely something they inherited from Scorpios. Also the passions, they're very passionate people. They're very sensual. That's their other feature. From Sagittarius, Pisces and Sagittarius are really, really alike. They have a lot in common because their planet rulers are friends. Jupiter and Neptune, they're very, very much alike in their belief systems. Pisces inherited love for an adventure. They love adventure. They love to do fun stuff. They love to travel. They love philosophy. They love languages, foreign languages. They like trying new things. They like going places. They like experimenting with their literature. They literally read a lot. Like all the Pisces I've ever met, they're very knowledgeable. They're very into self-development, self-help books. They read a lot of different literature. And that's how they're common with Sagittarius. They're very wise. And we also have Capricorn and Aquarius, from whom Pisces inherited very different qualities. From Capricorn, Pisces inherited the art of perseverance and the art of being able to achieve any goal they set their minds to. And from Aquarius, Pisces inherited the ability to look into the future and admit all types of possibilities that can happen to this world, to the matrix we live in, to the system. Aquarius have the futuristic mindset. They're very, very skillful when it comes to creating absolutely genius projects, channeling absolutely genius pieces of information. And if there is anyone who can totally relate to this, this would be Pisces, which explains a lot why they get along so well with Aquarius, with their creative nature. Both of them are extremely creative in their own ways. Aquarius are more about the, bringing something new to the table, and Pisces are more about creating beauty out of everything that's already created. They're procreators and they always find amazing ideas everywhere they look at. They have their vision is very broad. And there's so much more to add. But the list is not ending here. Pisces also have inherited all the bad stuff from every single one of the zodiac signs. And since the sun is already low, I'm gonna have to take my camera somewhere else where you can see better, and we'll continue about the dark side just in time. Okay guys, let's continue the video about Pisces. Before we're gonna run out of the sunlight, I'm just gonna show you this beautiful view, and it looks like a ship. I found myself a ship to sit on. We stopped on the moment where Pisces inherited all the best qualities from all previous 11 zodiac signs, but they also inherited all the worst qualities. Let's dive in. Yeah, Pisces are the baddest. They can be really comfortable to be around. Like a lot of people say, Pisces are so easygoing. They're so easy to talk to. They're like super chill. They're like a spa people. Everybody feels very relaxed next to them. But at the same time, Pisces are one of the most complicated people you can ever encounter, you can ever be with, because nobody can figure them out until the end. They're like a Rubik's cube. As soon as you think you figured that out, and there's something new, that like a new challenge that makes you think again, because they're like a mystery. They're very mysterious. They're very like, there's something going on in their mind that nobody can really crack it open. Even Aquarius people, they admit that Pisces are just as weird as them and really hard to figure out why. Because there's a lot of processes that happening in people who have a lot of planets in Pisces. There's a lot of emotional processes that they're processing on the daily. That's why they need much more sleep than the average person, because during the sleeping stage, they actually perform a lot of work. They extract a lot of information from the astral planes during sleep, and they process a lot of psychological issues, not only from their life, but from the life of other people as well. And they get a lot of insights, and that's how they are very helpful to other people, because they can relate to everybody as if it was their own problem. That's why they're also a well-known psychologist. But on to the bad stuff. What are the bad qualities Pisces inherited from everybody? Let's start with the Aries. Aries are well known for being very impatient and very aggressive, and Pisces definitely have that feature. They can be extremely impatient sometimes, and they can be extremely aggressive, but not in the Aries way, not in the extroverted way. They're passive aggressive, which is even worse. From Taurus, Pisces inherited laziness. Those two are the most lazy couple of all zodiac, Pisces and Taurus. But they're not really lazy. They're just super chill, even too chill that everybody gets to relax next to them, right? But from Taurus, they also inherited a stubbornness when sometimes it's not even necessary. Like they can be super, super stubborn. They can be super non-negotiable. Let's put it this way. They can be at times, lazy. At times they can be selfish, and at times they can be very self-indulging themselves. Let's say in food, they know the fast food is bad for you. They still gonna do it and order the McDonald's or Taco Bell at 3 in the morning. Nevertheless, who is next? Gemini. From Gemini, Pisces inherited the feature like flaking. Like they can flake on people. Like they can, for example, sometimes people have a commitment. They want to, oh, let's meet up at this amount of time at that there and there. And Pisces would be, yeah, sure, yeah, let's meet up, yeah, let's do it. And then the next day, they're just not going to pick up their phone, or something happened to them, or some unexpected, I don't know, whatever got in the way. So they kind of got that instability from Gemini. They also got this ability to twist the information. Like sometimes they're just not fully understanding what happens, and they can completely misunderstand the whole information. Like they can, it's not a gossip, it's just like an exaggeration type of thing when it comes to delivering certain information. Or they can really mislead people, especially if this is a Pisces with a sign of minus. They can be very dishonest, and they can mislead people, give them false information, and manipulate people as well. No matter how much Geminis and Scorpios are claiming themselves to be the best manipulators of the zodiac, no, the best manipulators are definitely Pisces. On to the next, Cancer. From Cancer, Pisces inherited a complete, like, they're psychos. They can be psychopaths, they can be really crazy, a complete emotional mood swings they can take you on the ride, and you would not want to do it ever again. And speaking of water signs, all water signs got a very interesting relationship with alcohol, and Pisces are not the exception. Pisces are probably the worst when it comes to drinking alcohol. If you ever drank with Pisces, you would probably remember it for the rest of your life, because they will literally take you from the roller coaster of any emotions possible. They can start with being a super funny comedian, I don't know, belly dancer, and then drop down low to the very sad storyteller, crying and, telling you all kinds of crazy, heavy stuff that happened to them in their life. And their Pisces are usually like very reserved and introverted people, more on the introverted side. However, they can be extroverts as well. But when it comes to drinking, they become so extroverted that they start calling everybody whom they would normally not call. And next morning they look at their phone and they're like, oh my God, really? What am I gonna do with all these people? Now they're all texting me requiring answers. Anywho, it's just a fun story, and it can happen to anybody regardless of the zodiac signs. But Pisces definitely do have emotional instability in them. They can be hysterical, just like Cancers, and they definitely have one of the most crazy experiences when it comes to drinking alcohol, because they can literally drink like a fish. That's where the saying would come from. So they should definitely be the ones who should watch out for alcohol intake. Either exclude it completely if they can handle it, or do it moderately, and don't mix the drinks like Aquarius like to do. If you have a drinking with Aquarius, you probably know you start with one kind of liquor and you ended up trying all the bar, because Aquarius like to experiment, right? Anywho's, on to the Leo. From Leos, Pisces definitely inherited selfishness. They're kind of egoistic. They're kind of all to themselves, all about themselves. And this can be kind of annoying to people, because nobody likes selfish people. And there is like this very sublime line from being selfish and knowing your self-worth. When you know your self-worth and you love yourself, this is a healthy pattern. This is actually a good pattern to have. But when your egoism comes to the point where you completely disregard anybody around you and anybody's interest, it's only about you, that's when it becomes unhealthy. That's what they're similar with Leos on the sign of minus. From Virgos, Pisces inherited, they kind of picking on stuff. Like they can be very annoying to the detail. If they don't like that little detail, that tiny dot on that tablecloth, because it doesn't match with the rest of the design of the interior, oh, we're not gonna put that tablecloth, that type of stuff. So they can be annoying like that to the detail. From Libras, Pisces are very undecisive as well. It's really hard for them to make up their mind, to make the decision. They're definitely similar with Libras, who are always trying to scale up and choose the best option. And it can take them literally hours to like choose what outfit to choose from, or what kind of I don't know, whatever it is, whatever music to insert in their video they're making, like a lot of undecisive stuff. They do have similarities with Libras. From Scorpios, interesting one. Pisces are very dangerous people to mess with. I'll explain. If Scorpio will consciously mess you up because it's in their vigilant nature, and if you will cross Scorpio, they will do a lot of uh, lessons to you to learn from. Let's put it that way. Yeah, like Scorpios will not hesitate to mess you up. But Pisces are not even, they might not even know that you did something bad to them. But if they're developing right, if they're in accordance with their higher self, if they're guided and divinely guided and they are aware of it, there is a very big, tremendous amount of power that stands behind them, because Pisces are very connected to the divine. And if you cross them, if you do them dirty, there is going to be some answers to be made, and not to Pisces, but to the higher powers. Higher powers are definitely going to take care of Pisces, and people who mess with them will experience the revenge in the worst way. Also, Pisces are very intuitive. If you will try to lie to them or do something really bad for them, they're going to immediately pick it up. They're not going to have any proof. Maybe they're not even talking to you, or you don't have any mutual friends to confirm that, but they'll likely see it in their dream, or they're likely going to be having some kind of impulse coming from the away from people who wish them ill, and they're going to pick up on that energy, and they're going to be aware before something is going to happen. So I don't know if it's a bad thing or good thing, but it is what it is. It's just one of the qualities they inherited from Scorpio. So they can be very vengeful in their own way, like not on purpose. Sagittarius. Oh, from Sagittarius, Pisces inherited that thing, like they can be very obnoxious. They can be thinking like they know best, better than everybody else, like they are the wisest people in the room, and they really think they are. Well, which is like, on one hand, it's like a big self-confidence they share in common with Sagittarius. On the other hand, it's merely a sign of minus that they need to work on. From Capricorn, oh, Pisces inherited a very like, it's a stubbornness. It's a type of stubbornness that Capricorn share with Pisces, but also it's inflexibility and inability to change. When their mind is set to something, there is nothing that's gonna move them. Like, if they think this is right, this is going to be 100% right for them, and they're not going to want to change it. Like, they're like Capricorns, very categorical, like that, very tough. They can be very tough, and it can be very uncomfortable in relationships, because relationships do require compromise and sacrifice. And from Aquarius, Pisces inherited the whole craziness they can offer. Like, really, they can be as crazy as anybody could ever. Never thought one person can be that crazy, and they definitely inherited that from Aquarius. They are very experimenting. They love to experiment on themselves, on their body. Like, they want to try things, like, for example, some holistic stuff, some healthy stuff, which is supposed to be healthy for you, but there is no proof that it's going to work. But Pisces are going to definitely try it on themselves before telling other people that it works. It's kind of, it's kind of dangerous, but it's not the worst thing they can do, and it's not the worst quality they inherited from Aquarius. But more about it, I probably should save that for another video. The light is running low. Pisces are also, if you love one, you should know that they feel like a spa day. Like, they're very chill people, right? They're very chill to be around. They are really good at creating atmosphere. And if there is anyone who can love very deeply, very profoundly, that's definitely going to be Pisces. They can show you this magnificent side of love you never knew can exist, because they're all about the romance. They're all about believing in something real. It's something beautiful. They're all about sailing into that sunset, just like Sagittarius are. They're all about the romantic adventure. They do not want to live life that's going to be just stable and predictable, just like Aquarius doesn't want to do it, right? They do not want to live the life that's predictable and where you know where your step is going to be. Like, they want to live life where maybe you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but at least you will know one day when you're old, you can tell your grandkids beautiful fairy tale of how their life played out and how many adventures they embarked. And Pisces make a lot of mistakes. They can be very pathetic and crazy, and they can be very low at the very lowest, but they can also be very good friends who will come to rescue you in a most difficult situation you're facing, because they're all about that kindness. Like, they're tailored on kindness. They're one of the kindest people you can come across, but they also can be one of the meanest people. Like, we're not going to make them angels. They're both an angel, and they have the darkness in them, and they see the darkness in each and one of us, but they always choose to see the light. And sometimes people admit that being next to Pisces is like touching on an angel's wing. Like, everything just gets better. How do they do it? And they don't know how they do it, but they just know if there is something in this life that matters, it's the goodness. And it's so important to hold on to the good things in life and see beauty. And that's why they always have their heart broken, because they're believing that people and the world is much better than it actually is. But they're here to learn from everybody. They're here to learn from all the zodiac signs, to be here now in this moment, to be present, and to love regardless, even if it hurts. Well, that's going to be it for today for the Pisces video. Please share it with your Pisces friends, and love your Pisces friends, love your Pisces kids, love your Pisces boyfriends, girlfriends. They're one of the people who need it the most, and everybody needs it, but they, especially because this is their whole belief system is based on love. That's their religion, and that's what they truly believe in, no matter how opposite life to prove them wants to prove them. So, but anyways, I'll be very appreciative if you share this video with your friends. And also, if you have any questions about any astrology related existential questions, anything that can be seen with the third eye, with tarot cards, with astrology, with astropsychology, that's exactly what I do, which is soul formula decoding. I'll be very happy to assist you on one-on-one sessions. All the information is below the video. And enjoy yourselves today and every day, and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the night or day. See you on another video. Bye, loves.